So this is just a short video, although it may get long, I don't know, on the installation of the Model 3 mud flaps that I purchased recently from Amazon. I've had my car for about a month or so and figured that it would be good to fit some on this, especially with it being so new and with it having the white paint and with Tesla's known issues with paint thickness and paint quality. I wanted to try and avoid any rock chips or scratches that may come along the side of the car from just general driving. I did get a paint protection installed on the front of the car, which is the full front clip, and I've also got paint protection on the rockers down the side of the car, which you'll probably see a little bit of when I show you the installation. But I'm hoping with these mud flaps as well, it will completely solve the problem of rocks being flung up and grit, sand, whatever being flung up and eroding the paintwork over time in that area. So I'm going to install these and let you see how simple it is. Actually, before we get started, let's take a look at these in more detail. And here we have one obviously that is differently designed than the other. As you can see, they both appear to be for the same side of the car, but they're differently designed. Now luckily, these particular flaps have got embossed inside of the plastic on the back here for what car they are and the location that they go. So this is for the Model 3 and it's for the rear left. And the rear one has an additional bolt hole that you'll be able to see when we go to fitting it, that is underneath the car, which it goes through. And this one here is stamped also, and this one says for Model 3, it's difficult to see that, oh there we go, Model 3 front left. So one nice thing about this kit is it does come with all the parts you need to fit. It comes with the replacement clips. Oops, there we go. There are two-part clip. One part is the holder, and then a pin goes in to push through and lock it into position. Comes with all the clips, and it also comes with the screws that you need as well. So the nice part about that is this, if you're missing any existing clips, maybe they fell out over time, and you do go to fit these, you'll have some OEM Tesla clips left over. And as you can see, the OEM Tesla clip, you just put it back in. You just come at it. There's a little hole in the side here where you can just come at with a screwdriver. You just give it a gentle turn, and then it just pops out. The new clip versus the old clip. The new clip's a bit beefier, a bit longer to accommodate the fact that you are installing a mud flap, so you're going to need the additional length. So, second clip out here, and then offer up the new piece. I'm going to put one of the clips in, like so. Put the pin. In position. So they're pretty straightforward to fit. You can get the second one and the new pin for the second one. I'm going to make sure you put these pins in the right way, and I'm kind of blocking my own light while I do it here. But there, those two are in, and those two are really snug. The top screw mount here is really just cosmetic to stop it from coming away from the body of the car. It's really the bottom two that are holding it into position. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the pilot hole. I've got a 332, it's inches, I'm not good at inches, I believe it's a 332 size drill. I'm just going to offer this up in the location where I want it. I'm going to gently drill the pilot hole that I need, and then with the screw provided, screw this into the fender liner, and then get your screwdriver and screw that in. as that pulls against the fender liner, bites into the plastic nicely. Don't turn it too far because you'll end up stripping the plastic, but it then just brings the flap fully into contact with the body of the car. So here we are on the other side of the front, and as you can see I haven't cleaned this side yet, and this is just a day or so's build up from the local trees. And from the factory you can see, I clean this article better, you can see that those will accumulate in these gaps here and get behind the wing or the fender, and over time, if you don't keep an eye on that, you can get an accumulation of leaf buildup here, which will just start rusting out from behind there. And this is how you get cars that end up with rust marks, rusting on the sills because of a buildup of debris behind it, which just never gets cleaned out because nobody ever really sees it. So I'm going to wipe this down best I can with my rag here, and then get out what I can. There really isn't anything in there because this car is pretty new, but get out what I can with my finger. You can see I'm still pulling out little bits of leaves here until this comes clear, and then I'll be happy that I've got everything out from behind here. Let's get going with installing this one. It's the same procedure as before. I just put my screwdriver in to the little mark behind the clip, give it a twist to pop it up, release. I can just pull the original clips out, and that's that. Again, I have a paint protection film here. You can probably see the edge of it right here. It wraps around. I highly recommend doing that. Just adds a little bit more of peace of mind. And then we'll fit this one. So, you can just see earlier, got a close up here. So the clip really just goes in here, and it shows it through the back. Goes through the plastic of the fender liner, and then as you push it into position, see it expands, and that's basically what stops it from coming out. This is now wider than the hole that it's going through, so it won't pull back out. And then to release it, you leverage against the two, and then you pull the whole thing out. So get that one into position. There we go. And push it in. And then get the second one. Again. Keep dropping them. Put the base piece in. Get the the pin in. And it's in. And then again, with the drill, just offer up the top of the thing to where it's as close as possible to the paintwork. And then you can drill your pilot hole into the fender liner, ready for your screw. And just screw in the pilot hole. Feel it getting biting into the plastic, and like I say, not too tight on this because you're just screwing into some pretty malleable plastic, so it's quite easy to strip the threads of what you're screwing. And then again, this one is installed, and if I can control my camera, it's looking good. So on the rear, these fit in a slightly different manner. You have one clip on the rear, which you probably can't really see that well because my lighting, again, apologies, let me put the light here slightly in front. One clip on the rear here, And then you have a bolt which is underneath, which I'll show you in a second. And then the mud flap actually then uses a piece of plastic molding in itself to hook around this area here to hold itself in up top. As you can see here, I've already got some damage showing up from just road debris. I've got a little bit of my paint protection film that's peeling away. It's been cut away there by whatever's hit it. And I've got something here, I'm hoping it's just some sort of schmutz that's on the paintwork here. Hopefully it's not gone through to the paintwork. I'm going to get some Dugon and give that a rub down. But yeah, well, the way the fender is designed, the way the tire pokes out, the tire pokes out quite a way here. You know, there's a good inch of tire here, which is just going to be constantly hitting against that. So having this in here like this, it's going to protect that whole area from anything that gets flicked up by the wheels. And for 20 something bucks, I think it's one of the best things you can buy for your Tesla. So I'm going to go get some stuff, see if I can clean off this mess that's on here, and get back when I start fitting. Alright, so I got pretty busy with the book and tire remover. I did manage to remove that. There is still some residue, some sort of sticky residue here, but I'm going to leave that as it is. It's sticky, it's not paint damage, so I'm just going to leave that, and then we'll get on with installing this mudguard. Now, let's take a look underneath here, if we can. You can see here the bolt that we're going to be removing. This is a 10mm bolt, and we're just going to remove that and then reinstall it with the mud flap in between it and the fender. Around the front, we are just going to remove that pin that you see there, and then the actual mud flap is going to hook in around here. So I've zoomed in on the clip, and I'm just going to do what I've been doing previously. I'm just going to get it with my screwdriver, just gently, and then it should just come straight out. This fender liner is slightly different. It's made of a fabric rather than a plastic, so you can't screw things into it, I don't think, at least. But like I say, it's made of a fabric rather than plastic. But we're going to be using a new one of these pins, one of the longer pins that come with the kit. But first I need to undo this bolt under here, and then we can offer up the mud flap. Okay, so we're going to remove this 10mm. Should be pretty straightforward to remove, because it is, at the end of the day, just screwing into plastic. So it's not really much of a resistance. It's going to go on here. It kind of screws into the main underbody panel. So now we have the bolt in. It isn't tightened all the way, it's just finger tight at this point. And then we can go around the other side and clip the flap into position. Then we can come back and tighten this bolt up. So here we are on this side. I've got my new clip. Just going to get it through the liner, through the flap, and offer it in to lock into position. And then we'll go from there. I had to switch from my gimbal to handhold because for some reason it stopped working properly. So that's now locked in, and then the liner, the bracket itself, just kind of folds around the edge and clips in. You see how it's gone behind that edge there? It's a really smart installation. And then just have to go underneath again and tighten up the 10mm bolt, and that is installed. And I think that's actually really nice looking. Bring my light around here, you can see I'm getting weird flickering on the screen. You can see though how tight that is against the paintwork because of that clip all the way down and underneath. It's a really nice look, and the amount of protection that you get is worth whatever range you may lose. I very much doubt you're going to lose a lot of range, especially in a Tesla with a, you know, daily range of 250 miles. I think you're going to be fine. So here's a quick video of the finished result. I think they look really nice. They fit well, blend in really nicely, and they're going to do a great job of capturing anything that may happen to be flicked up by the tires.